Harihi Om. Sham no mitrasyam varunaha. Sham no bhavatvariyama. Sham no indro bruhaspatihi. Sham no vishnurrukramaha. Namo brahmani. Namaste vayo. Tvameva prachaksham brahmasi. Tvameva prachaksham brahma vadishyami. Rutam vadishyami. Satyam vadishyami. Tanmamavatu. Tadvaktaramavatu. Avatu mam. Avatu vaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now we are continuing the four stages of evolution, the second part of it. The moment we enter into the animal kingdom, the brain cells are separated from other cells and gradually the vertebral column and the nervous system gets developed. This is the important part in the evolution. I repeat once again. The moment we enter into the animal kingdom, when we enter into the animal kingdom, what happens? The brain cells are separated from other cells. Before we enter into the animal kingdom in our evolution, all these cells works in a combined way. Now once we enter into the animal kingdom, what happens? The brain cells are separated from the other cells. And gradually, the vertebral column and the nervous system gets developed. When once the brain cells are separated, then the existence of vertebral column and nervous system will come into existence. So that is the importance of the vertebral column in the animal kingdom and in the human kingdom. Master Pythagoras says, this is also said by Master E.K. Master Pythagoras says, a 90 degrees difference between the human evolution and the animal evolution. Only the 90 degrees of difference. Why it is? Because in the animal kingdom, the vertebral column, the spinal column is in a horizontal way. In a horizontal way. When it comes to the human kingdom, vertebral column or the spinal cord and it is vertical. Between the vertical line and the horizontal line, it is only 90 degrees. This is what Pythagoras said. It is what Master quoted Pythagoras. He quotes Pythagoras always. Difference between 90 degrees. So, in the yogic schools, the teacher always suggests the students to sit in a straight way. In a perpendicular and a straight way. We have to put our spine straight when we are doing the meditation. Or even otherwise, even when we sit in the chair or in a sofa, always it is better to sit in a straight line, in a vertical way, a straight line. Then we will not get any back pains or some other things. And second thing is, when we are sitting in a straight line, our head center faces the mid-heavens, the sky. The energy flows from Mooladhara, from the base center, through the vertebral column, reaches the head center, 1000-petaled lotus or Sahasrara, and then it goes straight into the space, or the prana comes, the plenty of prana coming from the space, enter into our Sahasrara and slowly and come down to the base center and permeates all over the body. There is ascending and descending orders. When we sit with some bend, the energy will not flow in a straight lines. It is difficult to align the forces in our body in a proper way, in a geometrical way. That's why it is always better to sit straight, at least even we meditate or doing some pranayama. And then we have to maintain the same posture even when we are sitting idly. So this is the science. Okay. We awaken into mind with the help of the brain cells and the nervous system. we awaken into mind with the help of the brain cells and the nervous system. That's how we have to awaken into the mind. Why it is not awakened in the plant kingdom means, plant kingdom, the mind is not awakened, it is in a sleeping state. That is the third stage of our evolution, the evolution of the animal kingdom. With the third stage of the evolution, the mind awakens in the animal kingdom, the brain cells are separated from the other cells. In the fourth stage, we become self-conscious. So when the mind is awakened, even though the mind is awakened in the animal state, they are not self-conscious. When we come to the evolution in the fourth stage as humans, enter into the human kingdom, and we become self-conscious. In the animal kingdom, we become conscious of everything around except ourselves. In the animal kingdom, they are aware of everything around them, but not about themselves, not self-conscious. We are conscious of our house, environment, and our master. Suppose we are in the stage of a cow or a dog, we recognize our master and return to the master's house daily. We know all these things. We can feel pain also, but we are not self-conscious. We are not conscious of our existence. Even in the animals also there is a mind. Humans also there is a mind. That mind consciousness is there. But what is the difference between the humans and the animals is, in the animals, when we leave the animal outside, if we take an animal, the dog or a cow, 1 or 2 kilometers away from our house, even if we leave that animal there, definitely the cow or the cat or whatever may be the animal, it comes back to our house. Even though we are not there, the dog again reaches our house very safely, because they can recognize the house of the master, any animal or any bird. But we also do that. Animals also do that because of the awakening of the mind. The only difference is they are not self-conscious. We are self-conscious. We know our existence. Animals, they know the existence of their own house, but they cannot know their own existence. That is the self-consciousness that is not there in the animal kingdom. That is what Master explained here. But when we enter into the human kingdom, we become self-conscious. It is not that immediately we will become self-conscious, but gradually we will begin to become self-conscious. So don't think that we will become self-conscious immediately after we enter into the human kingdom. It will take some births to realize or to come to the state of self-consciousness. It may take many births before we become fully conscious of ourselves. That means to become self-conscious of not only all the 7 stages of our existence, but also become conscious of our soul existence. He is going to the next step. It is not just realize the 7 planes of consciousness, but it is the consciousness of our soul existence. We have to be conscious of our soul existence. It is a long path. We are conscious of our material plane and matter plane of matter. We are conscious about our force, energy, vital force, vital plane. We are conscious about our mind, thoughts, likes, dislikes, ideal, plan. We are conscious about our discrimination, our buddhi, what is good and what is not good, what is useful and what is not useful, what is the universe, what are the laws of the universe and what are the laws of the nature, and who are the devas and who are the intelligences, how devas work in this creation. All these things we are conscious about it. Subbuddhic plane, nirvanic plane, like that we are conscious about the 7 planes. But we should be conscious about the the soul. That is what Master is telling here. So then we will understand that there is no separate. How we will come into the soul consciousness? He is giving the example. It may take many births before we become fully conscious of ourselves. That means to become self-conscious of not only of all the 7 stages of our existence, but also become conscious of our soul existence. We should be able to understand what group life is. Unless we understand the group life, we are not able to experience the soul consciousness or realize ourselves as the soul consciousness unless we experience the group life. The real purpose of the group life is to experience the soul life. This is the beautiful expression and explanation of the masters. Generally what we feel, to realize ourselves as the soul or to realize the soul existence, we feel like, we understand like we have to go somewhere and close our eyes and meditate, I am consciousness here, and slowly merging into the individual consciousness, merging into the universal consciousness or the soul consciousness. That you have to do the practice with the meditation or the tapas or whatever it may be. That is generally what we feel, what we entertain the idea about the soul or about the liberation or about the realization and whatever it may be. Master is telling in the other way, if you want to realize the soul existence, it is possible only to the group life. He explains. There, then we will understand, and there is no separate existence, but everyone is one with the total humanity. If we want to realize the soul existence or soul consciousness, what is the path? We will understand that there is no separate existence. First of all, we should understand that there is no separate existence. That is important. But in reality, in the practical life, what happens? Suppose I am doing Master CVV prayer and you are doing some Master CVV prayer. Somebody is practicing Kriya Yoga, somebody is practicing Siddha Yoga, and somebody is practicing the Bhakti Yoga, and somebody is practicing the Nada Yoga, or somebody is practicing the Hatha Yoga. Somebody believes that their Guru is Maitreya, somebody believes that their Guru is Jesus or Master Christ. Somebody believes that their Guru is Dattatreya, and so many masters are there in the world. And then everybody feels his master only can give liberation. Whatever their master teaches, that is the final. Isn't it? So when we like somebody, when we take or when we are attracted towards some Guru, or when we feel that we get all the wisdom from the teachings from the Guru, and for us that Guru is the Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara, that Guru is everything, the final. Every group thinks in such a way, every religion thinks in such a way, every cult and sect, they think in such a way, it is a separateness. Though the teaching is good, the master is very great, and the wisdom is so great, they are so great people. Problem is not with the wisdom, problem is not with the master. The way we think about them is the problem here. We are thinking with the separateness. When there is a separateness, we cannot enter into the soul consciousness or soul existence. This is what Master says all the time in his lectures. He never encouraged anybody to move around him. He always encourages to grow into their own, grow into the creativity, do some work, develop the group consciousness, work with the people. Though they are not belong to our group, that means are doing the prayer of Master CVV, or reading the books of Master E.K. or some other books of Theosophy, whether they do it or not, if somebody comes to him, He never imposed on anybody about his master, Master CVV, or about his path. He never entertained any path as his own. He never developed any separateness with any other sector, cult, or group. That is the beauty of the EK's teaching. That's why we are able to read so many books of so many masters. We are able to meet so many masters of other orders, other beliefs. We are able to meet so many great people from so many ashrams. Wherever we go, we try to pick up some wisdom from them like a honey bee and try to use them with all the honor and veneration and devotion towards those great people, and try to follow the teaching. So this is the way to go into the soul consciousness. That is what Master is explaining here. Then we will understand that there is no separate existence, but everyone is one with the total humanity. We will understand everyone is one with the total humanity. We should not think ourselves as a separate entity, a separate being. Oh, we belong to the master and they belong to such a master and they belong to such a religion. We should not entertain this thought. We are a part of the humanity. That's it. Beyond religion, beyond cult, beyond sect, all these things. What Madam Blavatsky's invocation. Beyond sex and beyond religion and beyond cult and beyond sect. Right? So, we know that we cannot be separated. We should know that we cannot be, even though we want to separate, we cannot be separated. Because the source is one. That is there in everybody. Everybody is there in that. That is what Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So this change takes place in the fourth stage. So these four stages are marked by the four fixed signs in the zodiac. Master is telling here, finally he is bringing us back to the fixed signs. This change takes place in the fourth stage. So these four stages are marked by the four fixed signs in the zodiac. The four stages, slowly and slowly we come to the four fixed signs. It's a fixed class. What are the four fixed signs? Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius. Aquarius is the fourth fixed sign. Then he will slowly take us with him, folding our hand into the Aquarian age or Aquarian fourth fixed sign. He is slowly guiding us, driving us into the Aquarius, and I will explain it in our next lesson. Swasti prajabhya paripalayantam nyayena margena mahi mahishaha go brahmanebhya sumvastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu loka samasta sukhino bhavantu loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om shanti shanti shanti.